The horror! Hello there, Lynx here, and we are playing the madness of Redacted. Like a detective horror spooky visual novel. Technically nothing spooky, actually maybe. No, nothing spooky really happened yet. More like, I mean, unless we count that, but it's not like we were spooked by it. It's still an interesting story. Let's continue. And it has puzzles. Nice. What has just happened? Where on earth am I? Am I even on Earth? I mean, still be better than being on France. The air was sticky. Salty. Like the smell of the ocean, only concentrated. The ground beneath my feet felt mushy and solid at the same time. Like trudging across the bottom of the sea. Before me were several buildings, sunken in the sand and covered in algae. The architecture didn't resemble anything I'd seen in my life. I couldn't even have imagined it in my wildest dreams. You know, this looks a little bit ghosty in the background. Bedazzled, I could only stare. Eventually I looked down and realized the replica in my hands was gone. Where was it? Was it in front of you? Am I dreaming? This place feels unbelievably eerie. It does. Also the background sounds also kind of like tries to be eerie. Yeah. Did that weird object cause all of this? Maybe I shouldn't have played with things I don't know anything about. I wonder if Hendrik has seen this place too. Is this the visual side effect he wrote about? But how can I make it end? How can I get back? I don't know, when you lose consciousness or something? Because it seems like you're like fading away from time to time. Without knowing what else to do, I started to walk. Put one foot in front of the other. Without a direction to go in. All I knew was that I had to find a way out. I stopped when I felt the ground shaking. Whoa. Ah, that called for the shaky freaking visual. And it was subtle, but noticeable. I looked around, but nothing seemed to change. Suddenly, I felt even more uncomfortable, like somebody was watching me. I shivered. Despite the uneasy feeling, I continued on my way. I arrived at the entrance of one of the buildings. There was no door, just an open pathway leading inside. Oh boy. I decided to follow it. Oh boy. Along the way, the walls looked just as unusual as the facade. Oh boy. They were covered in polished, glossy tiles. I kept walking until I reached a spacious room. Wait, you faded again. It was empty except for the decorated walls. Upon closer inspection, the decorations were in fact letters and symbols. I touched the wall. All these writings. Is this repeating the same text? In hundreds of different languages? I think I recognize some. Oh, Polish! But there are so many I've never seen before. I can't recall most of these scripts. What is all of this? Have I just stumbled upon a religious site? More like a sect, probably. But my head started to spin as I scanned the uncountable number of lines. For if you think about it, what's exactly the difference between like a supposedly religious place, churches and so on, and like a sect? I mean, basically one of them... I mean, I might offend someone with that, but... Some of them just, like, act in the open, sort of. And somehow hide all the, you know, shady stuff, probably. Of course, who knows? I mean, it's the game from supposedly showing us the 20th century, so, you know, it might have been exactly that. What, you thought about I was talking about real life? No, of course not. Anyway, it's red. This place contains an important message. We consider ourselves to be a powerful culture. This plane is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed no highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing valued is here. What is here was dangerous and repulsive to us. This message is a warning about danger. The danger is captured in this plane. It is still present in your time, and it was in ours. The danger is to the world, and it can destroy. The form of danger is an entity of madness. The danger is unleashed only if you remain on this plane. This place is best shunned and left uninhabited. Oh boy. Leave immediately. What is all of this about? As I turned around, I saw a door. It floated in the middle of the room, with seemingly no attachment to the rest of the building. Just a door. Was this here before? I looked closer and touched its surface. The stone felt wet but warm. There's a pattern on the door. Oh boy, is it a puzzle? It is a puzzle. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, and it has so many pieces. That's going to be a problem. Okay, let's sort them out. Just sort of. Wow, seriously, there is so many pieces. Damn. Okay. We can manage. Okay. So, okay, got it more or less. I need 3 lines at the top. So, which is clearly not that, but this is also clearly not that. But maybe we could get this connected. No, this is probably not a piece from any of the sides. Okay, so this is not a piece that belongs here. Okay, this might be something, but not here. Not here as well, surely. No, I don't see the connection here. Here, obviously not. Maybe? Nah, here? No. Okay, seems like you don't fit there as well. Okay, this pattern here, right? It seems like this goes kind of inside. So, okay, so like the outside is the outside is the sort of problematic part, but it's definitely oh, maybe here? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think so. I mean, I think it goes here, to be honest. I mean, we have 4 lines at the bottom, 4 connections here. Okay, let's leave it like that. Here it seems to be just 2. So, perhaps here. Okay. Here it seems to need 3. I feel like this one will be outside, to be honest. And if it were outside, it might be here to be her. I feel like this fits here. If we look at this, or maybe not. Okay, let's leave it for later. For later. Seems like 3 connections are needed. Which clearly will not work here, but maybe... No, this doesn't fit as well. Actually... Okay, this one will be here. If it is what I think it is, so this thing here in this underneath the pieces, at least at the very beginning, underneath the pieces, is that shape inside here, and this seems to be the correct piece over there. Okay, 3 with 1 sort of far away seems to maybe here. Yep. 1, 2, 4. Oh boy. I don't think that fits anywhere. Or maybe less one. Yeah, okay, let's keep it like that. Okay. I was thinking probably not, but it seems like this does work here. I feel like maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, we've got it. Okay, so this one probably goes here. Yeah. This one seems to be here. This one here, which is not where I initially thought it would be. Oh, it doesn't actually fit here. This is not that. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. So this one here. Yep. And this one here. Let's go! I took a step backwards. A glow emerged from the stone. Light surrounded me yet again. I like those puzzles in this game, not gonna lie. I found myself standing back on the houseboat. I was at the same spot as before, holding the replica in my hands. It looked like nothing had changed at all. Then, right before my eyes, the replica fell apart. I mean, which is a good thing, I would assume, because it allows you to go to that place, and that place is warning you to not be there. Doesn't that mean we kind of destroyed the entrance? And the exit? Anywho, was that supposed to happen? Whatever. One thing is for sure. I'll never put this garbage back together again. Thank God I was able to get back unharmed. I heard noises from the outside. Footsteps walking on the planks on the pier. Then a slight sway from the boat as someone stepped onto it. And voices. From what I could hear, it sounded like 2 or 3 people. Oh shit. Who is that? And why are they here? I looked around me. I searching for an exit. Maybe the windows? No. They don't look like they open up. Only that one door leads to the deck, so hiding might be my only option. I put the loose parts of the replica inside my pocket and crawled under the desk. Huh? With darkness of the night, they shouldn't see me immediately. Dude, a that desk, you mean? Come on. They'll spot you immediately. But if they take their time to search around, I'll be done for. The intruder stayed a while on top of the deck. After a few minutes, the door opened and I heard footsteps enter the room. I saw 2 people in unusual looking clothing.
I didn't know Hendrik had such a nice boat.
I'm glad we found that receipt.
How
Didn't we notice it the first time when we went through his place with the police?
The police? These weird-looking people are with the police?
One question still stands. Where is that scumbag? I can't believe we haven't found him yet.
I'm sure he must have left the city by now. Our troops have already started looking for him in the surrounding area.
Let's just hope he hasn't destroyed his work. We're so close to our goal.
You're right, that would set us back so much. I'm sure he was cowardly enough to not take it with him. And once we find it, it shall be time.
Time for our savior to wake and go back to Earth. I'll help humanity reach the next level of evolution.
Let us take a look around. Maybe he hid a replica in here. My body tensed up as I heard their footsteps approach my hiding place. No, 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 don't come closer. Don't look here. I had no chance. The cultists captured me.
Oh my, who do we have here?
Oh, let me go, come on. I tried to squirm, but one of them pressed me against the cabinet and held my arms tightly behind my back.
Make one move and I might break your wrist.
Who are you and what are you doing here? Are you a friend of Hendrik? That's none of your business. My interrogator didn't seem to like my answer. He nodded to the one holding me. My captor tightened his grip.
You really want me to hurt you, huh?
I clenched my teeth. The other one stepped closer to me. He reached out and put his hand in my pockets.
I'm sure you won't mind if I have a look at your wallet, right?
I suppose I can change it.
Oh, he's a quick learner.
Albert Schreiber.
I think I changed their voices.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I'm not sure. Something about that name sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
He slowly went through all my personal documents inside my wallet.
Oh, you're a journalist.
If you're after my money, can't we make this a bit easier?
Who said we're after money? I thought you were a clever boy. I'm sure you know exactly why we're here.
He walked around me and reached into my other pocket.
What do we have here? This looks a lot more promising.
He pulled out the pieces of the replica. I had a feeling that yelling at them would be of no use to me. I stayed silent.
Hendrik entrusted you with the artifact.
He took a closer look at my face.
Or are you nothing but a mere thief? Wait, what's this?
He held up my lucky charm.
Isn't that a keeper's emblem? That's damn right. Tell me, Albert, why would you carry a keeper's emblem with you, huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about. This was for my parents.
Oh, I remember now. Gustav and Gaina Schreiber. Your parents were well-known keepers.
That's why your
name sounded familiar. You probably wonder why they died, right? They were killed during our big cleaning operations.
I wish I'd been there myself to witness it.
We got rid of all of the troublemakers trying to get in the way of our plans.
What twisted sort of cult you two belong to?
I guess you could tell you that.
Because we'll kill you too.
We're members of the Cult of the Eye.
Oh, that explains shitty masks. Is what I would tell them. What do you want?
We only want to follow the prophecy and bring back the old one. The God that was sealed away millennia ago. Now it's time for him to come back and help us all enter a new age.
It's a pity you won't be around to witness it. Because your life will end.
A shadow appeared behind the cultists. Everything happened so quickly. Blood went everywhere. I ducked away and got on my knees. My hand fumbled to collect my charm as I crawled away. I didn't want to know what was happening. All I knew was that I had to get out of there. Behind me I heard a loud thunk as bodies hit the floor. Then a moment of silence. I was about to reach the door as I heard a voice laughing behind me. And the madness. Yeah, actually correct. I know I'm good! Right? The shadow figure turned around and looked at me. Only now I realized that it was human. Or was it? What? Who are you?
Oh, my humble name is Hendrik Ferdinand. You can call me Hendrik.
This can't be.
Have his pesky caused you any trouble? Don't worry. Now I won't be able to hurt you anymore.
He approached me and offered his hand.
Here, I'll help you up.
Thanks. I'm good, I think. Well, taking the hand of this shadow creature, I stood up and brushed the non-existent dust from my trousers. You can't be Hendrik.
Who else would I be?
I mean, you don't look human. You look like a monster.
A monster? Oh no, you got it wrong. I ain't no monster. I'm just blessed. Blessed by my master.
Well, as I looked down the bodies on the floor, I decided not to push this argument any further. As long as that thing didn't kill me right away, I might still have a chance to live.
I've returned because I felt your presence. It was you, right? The human who went over to the plane. I fought you back here. It wasn't easy for me to return. And it's all for a good cause. He's ready to be awakened soon, I can feel it. And you might just be the key that brought everything together for this to happen.
He looked at the dead cultists laying on the floor and picked something up from beneath their bodies.
Oh yes! Yes! This is what I've been looking for. Finally, they were able to get it. Look how useful they were. Even if I were in the way. In the end, I was the one who profited from their actions.
Why did you kill them? I tried to hide the fear in my voice.
Oh, let's be honest. They weren't true followers of him. Their motives and wants were of inferior nature. They were just in it for the money because the cult paid them well.
But I mean, that's every cult. And every religion, I guess. I mean, what? Yeah. Goddamn thieves. Anyway.
But their goal was never to awaken the old one. And I also take revenge for what they did to me. But you're one of the good ones and will help me, right?
I still had no idea how to get out of this situation. But I was sure I did not want it up like that other two. So I decided to play along for a bit. I mean, I don't know how I could be of any help.
Oh, don't worry. I'll need assistant, you'll just fine. Alright, right. How did me forget? What's your name, assistant?
I'm Albert.
Albert! Welcome to the team!
Without saying anything... Wow, the turn. Anything further, he held up the object he picked off the floor, carefully inspecting it from all the angles. In the meantime, my eyes drifted to the windows. It was almost morning. I expect the sun would start rising in just about an hour.
If my research was right, then I just have to...
Hendrik proceeded to fumble with the device. I'm not sure how he made it happen. But the triangle pieces, still scattered all over the floor, started to shake. Slowly, like insects, they crawled over the floor. And as they drew closer to Hendrik, they flew upward, swarmed to the air and gathered around the object he was holding. Like moths drawn to the light. They merged together and formed a whole new structure.
Huh! It worked! Look at that! The pick was just a part of the whole! All this time we're still missing the other half. That was the reason I never was stable. But now the fuel artifact is complete! Now we can open the portal!
The portal?
Yes!
I still have yet to play Portal. Ah, what a problem.
You and me, humans are able to travel between our world and the plane with a replica built. According to my theories, that's also how the original creators did it. But my master, the old one, will need another opening to return from the gold they built for him.
I mean, stop.
From the gold they built for him. That's what the portal is for. It creates a rift between that plane and our world. Just look.
He held the object forward. It started to glimmer. First just a flicker, but the light grew brighter and brighter. Until the whole room was intensely lit. A gust of wind pushed me against the wall. I held my arms in front of my face. As the wind died, I opened my eyes. The object floated in midair. And there was a door. A door made of light projected by the artifact.
Finally! It is time! Come along, Albert!
He grabbed my arm. Before I realized it, he pulled me through the portal. Oh boy. Here we go again. And back I was, at the same uneasy place as the last time. The sky was just as gloomy as before. And the air still smelled of seawater. I turned around and saw Hendrik next to me. He stared into the vastness.
I'm back, my master! And I can open your eye! And bless us with your presence!
I felt the floor shaking just like before. And something felt off. Something about the sky changed. I heard whispers all around me and my sight went blurry. I looked at Hendrik, but he still wasn't paying me any attention, instead raising his hands into the sky.
Yes!
He had completely gone mad. My head started pounding. What the heck? The building disappeared. Everything in my brain was screaming all at once. I looked straight in the horizon in the same direction as Hendrik. My temples hurt and thinking got harder and harder. Then I saw something that looked so unreal I could barely comprehend it. It stared right at me. I felt it burn through my eyes, looking straight in my head, my heart, my soul. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. My mind went foggy. Everything around me seemed to sink, melt, float away. Everything and all at once. Oh. Okay, this seems fairly easy compared to the other ones. I heard a voice in my head.
Albert!
Who?
Albert, you have to listen!
No, it was several voices speaking at once. Okay, I can't do that.
Everything's going to be okay if you follow us.
They sounded soft, comforting.
We can help you, Albert.
They wrapped me in a warm blanket in this cold and eerie environment.
He help you open up your inner eye.
I stayed silent and listened.
See, understand things you never able to grasp before. Albert.
In the far corner of my head, I heard a yelling voice.
You have potential, Albert!
It was hard to focus on the source of the scream. The gentle voices fully filled... Okay, the last one was not gentle at all. The gentle voices fully filled my head, blocking all the other sounds.
Albert.
Albert!
Then the scream got clearer.
How could you threaten me like this? Albert, I must try to kill me!
I snapped on my trance. Not far away from me stood Hendrik, barely able to hold himself up straight. He looked at me in the terror. Even in his inhuman form, I could see him suffering. I wanted to reach out to him, but I couldn't. My body was frozen in place. And the voices got louder.
Albert!
They didn't sound so friendly anymore.
Let him be. Hendrik is of no use to us anymore. We need a human vessel.
A weasel. My mind fled sluggish as I spoke.
Don't worry, Albert. It won't hurt for long.
Everything around me went dark. Oh crap. I came back to myself on the floor of the boat. The light portal had closed and the artifact Hendrik built laid next to me. He wasn't with me. What happened? I slowly got up. Somehow my mind still felt hazy, but I could feel it clear up bit by bit. I reached inside of my pockets. My charm was gone. They must have lost it somehow.
You won't need that anymore.
I froze.
Thank you for being our new vessel. We'll require some more time to hone our power. Then our reign in this world can begin anew.
All the events I told you are true. It was a misty autumn day in my hometown, Hamburg. Everything happened during one single day and night. But it isn't over yet. I'm writing all of this down because the world has to know. Because knowledge is the only thing that might be able to save us still. My memory has become foggy these days. And I don't have many clear days left. One day I'll forget it all. Ending. The Weasel. Wait, are there multiple endings in this game? What? Okay, I'm curious if there are... I wonder if it depends if you solve the puzzle or not, or something like that? I mean... I think... Still, it's not like we had the option don't solve the puzzle. So we had the skip option, I guess. There are two endings. What the heck? Honestly, though, I'm kind of satisfied with this ending. Oh, that's interesting. Spin the particle. Okay, you know what? Let's find out about the second ending. Even though I think this one was like maybe making sense. But let's check it out. Okay, so we are at this puzzle supposedly. We can spin it. Okay, and we have to create according to information that I found an hourglass. I know what made me do it. By sheer reflex I reach into my pocket and grasp my charm. Oh, okay, the charm has this freaking... okay, got it. Okay, I understand now. My mind wandered. Images from my life flashed past my inner vision. Am I dying?
No! Stay focused. Remember who you are. What's your name?
My name is Albert. Albert Schreiber.
What do you do?
I'm a journalist by day.
And an author by night. Where are you right now?
I don't know. Strange things are happening around me. I'm afraid.
There is nothing to fear. But it isn't over yet, Albert. You have to stay strong.
You're right. Abruptly my mind cleared and I came back to my senses. I had to leave. Quick! Where is the exit? Looking around, Hendrik still stood not too far away from me. Hands raised towards the sky, laughing. The eye lingered there still. But its gaze didn't affect me anymore. It just existed, high up over the horizon. Was there a gyrating body attached to the eye? Somewhere hidden behind the clouds? I did not know. And I did not want to stay to find out. The portal! It's still open. I checked again, but Hendrik was glued to the side in front of him. This could have been my only chance. I turned around as fast as I could. Lungs almost bursting, I sprinted through the light. Next thing I knew, I hit the ground. But as I felt the hard planks of the deck under my body, I sighed in relief. I looked up as I heard a voice. It was screaming. Twisted and distorted, but definitely screaming in anger and despair. It came from the other side of the portal. It was Hendrik's voice.
How could you betray me like this? Albert, my master is trying to kill me! Help me, Alba! Help me get out of here!
I clenched my teeth. This was not the right time for second guessing. I had to act quickly. I need to close this. I jumped up and hastily looked around. The artifact Hendrik created still floated in midair, projecting a portal of light in the middle of the room. I knew what to do. I grabbed a chair next to me and threw it against the artifact. Upon impact, it exploded. I shielded my face with my arms. Everything flew across the room. Lights... Lights shattered. I heard one last scream. Then the silence and darkness. Is it over? I sank back on my knees. Looking around, I noticed water flowing in. I remained there for a while as I watched it wash away the blood of the cultists, drenching the documents that laid across the floor. I knew the boat would sink sooner or later, so I pushed myself back up. I walked out the door of the deck and back onto the pier. I stood and watched as the sun rose over the horizon, like a big glowing eyeball in the sky. While I watched the sunrise, I reached inside my pocket and pulled out my charm. I see. Ah, well. Thank you for protecting me. Only one thing left for me to do, right? I reached for my notebook and my pen. Luckily the paper stayed dry despite everything. I started to write down what happened that day, so the world could know what lies beyond on that plane, awake and still waiting for the right moment. I'm not allowed to forget. It's now my responsibility to protect this knowledge. The cult isn't gone yet, and they will not rest. This time I is... okay. Alright. Ending. The Keeper. Nice. Alright. That was goddamn interesting. That was a good visual novel, man. It was short, but it had the story, okay? It had a good story. That's what visual novels are all about. A great story. And to be fair, it looked good. To be fair, let's face it. That's why I downloaded it in the first place. If you can get my attention with the graphics on each that year, then I'm in the net. You cast it, pretty much. In the net, yeah. That's pretty much how you get me there. Damn, it was good. Okay, it was really good. I had a lot of fun in playing that. For yesterday, I was yawning like crazy. I know, I was so tired yesterday, man. But yeah, I didn't sleep much, and I was busy right off the bat from the morning. So on and so on. Dude, I did not even realize this. That I don't know. I mean, you could flip all the objects in the previous puzzles. In the last one, I don't know, it somehow didn't register for me that you could maybe flip them. And I don't know, also didn't register to me that you could create an hourglass there, which led to a good ending and so on. Overall though, absolute banger of a story. Albert Schreiber, cool character. Also, you know, something like that happening in Germany, yeah, it makes sense, to be honest. If you consider that there were... I mean, even during war, there were people on that side that were into occult and so on. Alchemy and so on and so on and so on. Speaking of which, now that I think about it, if you want as well a little bit of like war side and still supernatural, check out DayZ. I've played it quite a while ago, but it was an amazing story. I know, like somehow the team of Germany got me into that now. Anywho, would be cool to see some kind of continuation to this, to be honest. Because it seems like it's not really the end of Albert's problems with the whole situation and so on. But at the same time, maybe there is no need. What I do know is I enjoyed this game a lot. The game, which I of course linked for you in the description. So if you want to play it on your own, if you want to fight with the puzzles on your own, well, feel free to, obviously. And download the game as well. It's on itch. As I said, linked in description. What is also linked in description is Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. So if you're into that stuff, you can follow me there too. Also, liking the video is much appreciated, obviously. What's even more appreciated is, of course, if you subscribe. We are playing a ton of games like that, I would say. So if you're into that, stay around. But yes, for today, this is the end of the video. I wish you all a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow too. Bye bye.